Hey guys, 24/7 here with WrestleMania VI. So I'm filming this Wednesday night. Yes, today's Wednesday. A couple days till SummerSlam. I'm so excited. I am going to Zack Nader's place to watch that, so it's gonna be super exciting. Let's talk about Mania VI, which was actually good. Let's start with Rick Martel versus Coco Beware. Okay, opening match. This is before Rick Martel became the model, which is, I think what most people know him for. But yeah, he won with the Boston Crab. That was cool. It was a fine match. It wasn't anything amazing. Colossal Connection versus Demolition. So this was not really about the match, because this was Andre the Giant's last Mania match, and one of his last matches on pay-per-view, I think. He won. Him and Haku, the Colossal Connection, are the tag champs under Bobby Heenan. And the main story of this match is, they lose the tag titles to Demolition, who tie by winning their third tag team titles, which is a record. Well, tied for the record. But then Andre turns babyface by beating up Haku and Bobby Heenan and goes off into the sunset, which is really nice for him. Then we got Earthquake versus Hercules. So this is Earthquake's first WrestleMania match. And, it was fine. It was just kind of nothing, to be honest. But I think out of all this, watching the older WrestleManias, I've got a new appreciation for, Hercules Hernandez, actually. He surprised me how much I enjoyed him and his work, honestly. Yeah, Brutus Beefcake versus Mr. Perfect. It's fine. Perfect was undefeated at the time, but then Brutus Beefcake beat him with a slingshot into the corner of all things, which is super weird, but whatever. Beefcake wins. He cuts I don't remember the name. Lenny Poffo. Yeah, cuts his hair. But apparently, Poffo was upset about it backstage, which is super, funny to me. I know it's not a good thing, but it's still funny. Let me get to one of my least favorite Mania matches. Roddy Piper versus Bad News Brown. The match, right, is fine. It's a fine match. But Roddy Piper paints half his body black and had some big... No. Yeah, it's a good match, but, I can't get over that. I don't like it. Heart Foundation versus the Bolsheviks. Heart Attack, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's stupid, it's dumb, it's funny. Then we get the Barbarian versus Tito Santana. It was short, but it had a lot of action in it, and I kind of liked that. Tito Santana, great. We love Tito Santana. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he was and how reliable he was. He was like the Shawn Michaels of his time, I think. Because, he was reliable, can go out there with anyone, and just have a good match, I'd say. Barbarian won with a clothesline off the top rope, though, which is fucking awesome. Then we get Macho King Randy Savage and Sensational Sherry versus Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire. And Miss Elizabeth is there as well, because Randy Savage is now Macho King Randy Savage with Sherry, which is such a great combo. Randy Savage is amazing. Dusty Rhodes is amazing. But yeah, the end of this match is Miss Elizabeth interferes and helps Sapphire pin Sherry. And which is cool. Sapphire was bad in this match. He just, wasn't the best. Then we get Orient Express versus the Rockers. So I know almost nothing about the Orient Express. I like their style. They're cool, and I think pairing the Rockers was good. However, salt in Marty Jannetty's eyes, and then the Orient Express get a count-out victory, which, if you know anything about me and Zack Nader, hate those. Also, Roddy Piper and Bad News Brown edited a double count as well, so that's stupid. We get Dino Bravo versus Jim Duggan, which, okay, so this takes place in the Sky Dome, right? And they're trying to portray Jim Duggan, who's American, as the babyface. Yet Dino Bravo, the bad guy, is from Canada, so it's kind of weird. Earthquake tried interfering, but Duggan hit the 2x4 to win. That was cool. I actually have a 2x4 that my dad like cut up with me. So we each got our own 2x4 signed by Jim Duggan, which is super cool. Then we get Ted DiBiase versus Jake Roberts, and this is a cool story of Jake Roberts taking the $1 million title and just, you know, being the cool anti-hero he was. And Ted DiBiase's great. I don't think Ted DiBiase gets nearly enough credit for how an effective heel he was at his time. But my favorite part wasn't even the match, because it ends in a countout. It's the third countout finish in this show so far. But yeah, the best part about this was Jake's promo beforehand, because this is where Jake does the wallow in the muck of your own avarice promo. It's so fucking good. He got in the Hall of Fame because he was such a good talker and character. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. He was so amazing. Then we got Big Boss Man versus Akeem. This is fine. Not a fan of either of these guys. Like, Big Boss Man's fine. I know more about his Attitude Era stuff than this. Yeah, Big Boss Man hits a slam to win, even after Ted DiBiase interference, because Ted DiBiase never actually left the ringside after his match with Jake Roberts, which is cool. Then we get like a rhythm and blues segment, which, man, God, I hope Gunther breaks his Honky's title run. But then the Bushwhackers come and attack them, so I should hate the Bushwhackers. I should. They're terrible characters. But I met them. I met one of them in real life. I have his signature in somewhere. But yeah, I will always kind of like the Bushwhackers. They're fun, and I met them, so, you know, attachment. But yeah, it was fine. Then we get the penultimate match, Rick Rude versus Jimmy Superfly Snuka. God, Rick Rude is so fucking great. He does not get enough credit. I definitely go recommend watch Zack and Air's video about WrestleMania 5 and talk about Rick Rude's match with Ultimate Warrior, because he carried the Magic Warrior and he did a lot of the work with Jimmy Snuka as well. Rick Rude, after this, would actually go on to face Ultimate Warrior at SummerSlam in a cage match. Oh yeah. Rude and Reckoning to win, which, by the way, great finisher. Then we get Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior in the Ultimate Challenge. And this match, holy shit. It's the best match I've had to watch so far for this entire thing, which is, oh my god. The crowd for this match